Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Turf Talk Podcast. Coming to you from San Francisco. We're in the Bay Area. We got all the boys from Nichols College. We are here on our Super Bowl trip for SBLX, and no better way to celebrate than having a famous pop-up, unscheduled episode here in San Francisco in the Airbnb, in the living room. We got all the guys. You can't see them on camera right here. We got Jeremy to the right of me. To the left, we got Rob, and major Drake May Patriot fan, Anthony, to the left. And off camera, we got a couple boys, some Patriots, some not, that are going to be coming on here. We're going to be doing some debates, some talks, and just previewing the big game, boys being boys and talking ball. So, as we know, we just had the NFL Honors, and I think no better way to start off today's episode than talking about Matthew Stafford winning the 2026 MVP. So, I'm going to put it out there. We're going to start it off. Who wants to speak first that are on the couch right now? You want to start off first, Anthony? Go for it. Let's kick it off.
You guys all know me, mate. As much as I did want to experience this win, I was talking to Tugger earlier. I think Stafford did deserve it. I will say, before everyone here does yell at me, because I know I'm getting a lot of angry faces right now, Drake May still does have all of his career to do it. And Stafford, he's getting pretty old. And putting up those numbers at his age, pretty cool.
It's amazing.
I will say, I don't know if we won for Justin Herbert.
Terrible. Darryl has to give the one vote to
Herbert?
To Herbert.
Really?
I think he might have been the guy.
Darylowski.
I could be wrong. No,
investigating.
I love Darylowski, but Justin Herbert, as we know on the Turf Talk podcast, is not. I love the guy. I don't like Justin Herbert. Great quarterback. I give him his credit. Not the guy that deserves it. Should he keep average? If he won, I wouldn't be here to live tomorrow. I wouldn't be here to listen.
Caleb Williams over Justin.
That's for damn sure. And that's a conversation to be had. Jeremy, you were a big Patriot guy. What are our thoughts on Matthew Stafford? You did not look happy when they announced him to be MVP.
I wasn't happy. I do think Drake May, that's by a vote, but should have won.
No,
I think he should have.
I really don't think
he was better.
And that's the same narrative. But I'm going to have our guy Tuck come on here in a little bit, if not now, if you want to jump in and provide some stats. But I don't think, because like I said, this was an argument earlier. If Jimmy G is at the helm of this team, I don't think they even win 9 games. I really don't think they win 9 games.
But I'll also say, if Joshua Dobbs plays with Patriots, what is their argument?
Okay, and that's where I gave the same argument earlier. Let's take everything into consideration with the 31st ranked schedule or 32nd. I believe that was 31, Patriots for 32. In all that, you have one of the best run defenses in the league. You spend over $100 million on the defense side of the ball. It takes all 53 and 22 starters to get them a 14-3 record. I think that if Drake May wasn't the starter, that team's still going to compete because of the schedule. Circumstantially, Drake May succeeded due to everything that was there. Whereas Stafford, no matter what schedule he had, I think he was going to put up these numbers because Matthew Stafford has proven again to be an elite quarterback, even at the late 30s.
I do agree with that, but I'll say that there's so many games this year, Patriots I've watched, that the plays that Drake May had would have happened with any other quarterback, especially Dobbs.
You talking about like athletic ability extending the play or just
throwing ability, like so many throws to Boogie.
Well, yeah, I'll give Drake May that. His arm talent is light years ahead of Josh Dobbs. But I think when you compare it to Stafford has put the no-look throw on the map, the sidearm. Mahomes was ever doing it, despite what other guys want to talk about. But you got any more thoughts on Stafford winning the MVP?
What's the V stand for in MVP?
When is that? Is this a leading point? Do you have a leading point with that or
value?
You values.
Matthew Stafford is throwing to a Hall of Fame wide receiver in Devontae Adams, and then Puka Nacua.
Some have argued that Tay was not his best this year, though. I don't think he clipped the foul zone.
Drake May is throwing to Kayshon Boutte. Whoa. I'm not throwing shit at Kayshon Boutte at all. He was supposed to.
You're hurting Anthony's feelings right now.
Kayshon Boutte was supposed to be a first overall pick of the draft coming in. We tore the ACL.
LSU receivers yet again proved to be the wide receiver university. Yeah, for sure. And there's no debate there.
Excellent.
LSU, Ohio State.
Now, I want to bring Xander on, as I know he has strong feelings. I'm also going to bring Tuck on wherever he went. Tucker, where we at?
Analyst Tuck.
I think he went back. Analyst Tuck left. I think he's fearful. Xander, do you want to still hop on?
Yeah.
All right, which one of the boys wants to speak? Rob, you want up? All right. Xander, I'm going to have you come on here and share with the people. Oh, we got to take away. Tucker, come on. Let's go.
Where do I go?
Come sit right next to Xander. This is where I thought you could.
I got stats too.
Folks, we're here. Oh, you got to get your screenshot ready. All right.
I'm ready.
Yet again, Stafford has won the MVP, beating Drake May out. Xander, I know you're passionate. Please share your thoughts on why Drake should have won and why Matthew should not have.
It's a bunch of bullcrap. You can say that.
Is it bullshit in your mind?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
All right,
bullshit. And
He has 14 one-yard touchdowns. Like, what are we doing now?
Yes, but let's look at Aaron Rodgers when he had Devontae Adams. The same thing. 3-yard plays, you do a little end around underneath.
Yeah.
You have Devontae Adams. How can we beat his play time and his ability?
Yeah, but
if that's his play,
he shouldn't have been happy either. It should have been Tom Brady that year. Oh, we get different.
He had back-to-back MVP awards. So, I mean, there's proof in the pudding.
Yeah, but he played 14 games and won MVP that year.
Okay. I mean, all fair points considered.
That's crazy.
I'd like to add in about the 1 yard throws. Those throws take skill. Like, that's a placement that a lot of quarterbacks do not have, that touch and that finesse to make those passes, to be able to read the defense, see if they want inside out. A lot of those are choice routes where Devontae's going to make a decision on the spot. So you go to inside or outside. You do it quickly within seconds because the defense got to get to you quick on the 1 yard line. They make a decision. If they're throwing a slant, bringing that fade. That's a hard throw. So, I mean, obviously it's 1 yard throw, but it's not like there's an NFL.
Throwing up 1 yard to a fade to Devontae. I could do that.
Let's go look at some of the touchdowns that Stafford has had. Some of those 1 yard plays, we don't take into consideration the pass rush in his face, the play of the route that's at hand. I mean, some of these plays aren't just easy thumb snap it 3-step throw.
Yeah, but just run it.
I mean, these are set up beautifully. I mean, Sean McVay knows what he's doing.
I guess.
And in Detroit, he had the same abilities, but arguably lacked in team. Now let's look at Drake May's situation. He lacked in team a year ago and was a 4-win team. Now here we are. We put some money into one side of the ball. Regardless of who to talk about it or not, the defense will always remain as the heart of the team that will root of success in the NFL. The defense has improved, and now we're watching a 14-3 team, and now we have fans angered that the kid, who's only in his second year, has plenty of opportunity and more time to do so, to not win the award.
Can I jump in there for a second?
Go for it.
I hate the legacy points shared. You should do it off of who was better during the year, not who.
And with that considered, I still think Stafford is just, it's up here and Drake's right there. I still think they're neck and neck. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, it should be
Stafford deserves it to the end of the day. But that's where I'm at with that. But Tucker, if you want to share the stats that you found earlier.
The big stat I found for the season that I think really is powerful is their stats versus teams with winning record. And Matt Stafford versus team with winning record this year had 1,879 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 1 interception with a 107 pass rating. Compared to Drake May, had 696 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 88 pass rating. That's an 18 touchdown difference with 1 less interception. I mean, that's pretty substantial. No matter what you say, you got to admit it's pretty substantial.
Then yeah, but I got a better stat. Against 6 common opponents, right? Drake May is 6-0 with 1,700 yards, 14 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Matt Stafford's 4-2 with 6 interceptions, 14 touchdowns, 1,500 yards. They both played 6 bad teams. That's the common opponents, apparently, and May performed better. And both those games that they lost were 3 interception games by Stafford.
But can't you admit how little substantial that is difference in those stats compared to this? Like, they had the same amount of touchdowns there, only 2 less wins, and yeah, they're pretty reasonably in line with each other there. While his other stat shows there's quite a margin of distance.
Those wins would have won them the division now.
I mean, it's all hearsay, and literally with the comment. This whole thing really comes down to putting yourself unbiased. Do you think he deserved at all to are you not at all in Stafford's corner whatsoever?
No, I think Stafford put up a good season, but I mean, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible, but I mean,
does anyone else off here want to talk MVP before we jump to Super Bowl talks? Everything clear that we got off the chest. Everyone's where we're at. Tucker, is that your final statement?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Sander, is that basically all you had to say for the Coach Jeremy?
That's what I got.
You hit it right.
I take it.
Well, I'd add. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
No, you're good.
You added this from earlier when you mentioned the difference between his first and secondary team once he actually got a team around Drake May. Obviously, Drake May got better this year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, was great. There were still a lot of those flashes and skills he had last year, and you see how much he struggled because the team just wasn't.
Look at the Texas game in Week 7.
Yeah,
Week 18.
So he still had a lot of those skills. Obviously, he developed, but it wasn't like there's this worlds apart of player he was. And you can see how much different the team performed this year with surrounding players around him. Everyone needs players. Josh Allen, when he first started, he was terrible, to be honest, in the first couple of years. And then you got Stephon Diggs, you got true number.
Yeah, and he worked off his footwork mechanics
and to develop. So I don't think you could completely say that Drake May is the only reason this team.
I don't think it's his only reason, but I think you see the flashes of what you just said in this very season. I mean, look at the postseason. Now, yeah, I'll give it to you. He did face the top 5 defenses throughout this entire postseason. I'll give that. But in order for Drake May to be the guy that everyone's saying he is, he has to do it on a consistent basis. Now, that can be said of anyone. But I just think that Stafford has
It's time to throw the ball.
And you know, okay, so what does that say? So that'll transition us into the Super Bowl. That'll transition us into Super Bowl. So let's see on that. Previewing the big game, I think the biggest exploitation for the Patriots going into this game is Will Campbell in the offensive line.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ask you honestly. We're going to start this. What is your pick for this game to score prediction?
I think 21-17 Patriots, and I think it's gonna come down to Bentley Williams and that interior they lost against Anthony Bradford, which is the worst guard in the league.
Worst guard in the league. Oh, you know it.
He's terrible. So I think it's going to go down to that. And if they get pressure on Sam Darnold and have him run to the outside and make a throw, I trust our defense to make him a play. And I think May will be better this game than the other games of the playoffs.
And Tuck, you're a Cowboys fan, so I want to hear your thoughts.
I think I got Seahawks 28-21. I think the biggest thing with this game for me is obviously only 2 players. I trust Seattle's defense is going to play good no matter what, but Patriots are good. They're going to put up points. So I think the biggest 2 factors for me are how Sam Darnold plays and how K9 plays. I think if K9 plays good and can kind of create that run part of the offense where they can open up JSN, they'll go pass a game and allow Sam Darnold to have time to throw, not being in only like passing situations, then this could be a win for the Seahawks.
I think K9 is another key component too, because we don't know what his carry is going to look like. What does the look like for K9 now that, you know, Zach Charbonnet is going to be out for this? I don't know what the run game really turned into, because if K9's not on all cylinders, can Sam Darnold take the brunt of this game? I mean, he's never been on a stage like this before, so that's going to be huge for the Patriots defense if they can get on that side. And Jeremy, I'm going to ask you, obviously you're a big Patriots fan, you got your hats, that's a hand been ready all week. So pick and score predictions.
Pick Patriots 17-14.
Low score.
Low scoring.
Why?
I just think that the Jets version of Sam Darnold is still in there. So
Like he's going to see ghosts?
I think that's see ghosts. Especially the Patriots. He always sees ghost fans still in cats. Rabel will come in a game plan with this defense. He got all these players in last season for a reason.
Yep.
Mel Williams is the top guy.
Yep.
He'll show out. And I trust in Drake May. Trust in that shoulder. He's fine. He's practicing.
For all we know, the media could have played up a little bit, but
Oh, yeah, definitely.
we'll see. Definitely. Yeah, we'll see.
So I trust Drake May, even if these playoffs, he hasn't been his best version of himself, but he'll be out there and he'll be ready.
You know, and no one has said this. Yeah, speaking of injuries, Eamon Warry. We saw the limp on social media. It's there. It's not hidden. The thing is, will that be an issue for the Seattle defense going forward? Do you think that will be the new attack point for Vrabel for the rest of the week?
Yes. Yeah, I think he's been. I think he's a top 2 player in that defense. I think he's the best, if not Devin Witherspoon.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the best player in that defense, and I think that's why they're so elite this year. And I think losing him.
So you think the secondary has been the game-changing side of the ball, not the top?
Well, I think DeMarcus Lawrence was definitely a huge pickup.
Him and Leonard Williams, they have the best chemistry. I did not think they've had.
They've been great this year, but I think Eamon Warry's been a game changer at safety for them. I really do.
I mean, I hope it holds up. I want to have a good game competitive. I'm going to ask other guys if they want to give their score predictions. So, Kenny, you're a big Patriot fan. Dan, Ryan, if you want to hop on, I'll get you guys on real quick to give you guys' predictions. And Ant and Rob come back. But
yeah, let's put my respects out for Matt Stafford. Bingo.
Do you want to talk to me real quick? Ryan, you want to go off on the MVP? Let's go.
Obviously, Stafford deserves it. I 100% believe that. May did have a fantastic season, but I believe Stafford does completely deserve that 100%.
That's
all I have.
So you're not as mad as you were
I'm not as mad as I originally thought I was going to be, but they both had crazy seasons.
Yeah.
The person that voted for Herbert and the 2 Josh Allen ones, those were crazy.
Dan, you want to speak on the MVP award?
I'll take it.
You got it? Same with you?
I kind of expected Stafford to win.
I was going to say, come on. We all knew.
Even as a Pats fan, I was a guy,
Yeah.
I can make the argument all day if you swap Stafford and May onto different teams. The same outcome's going to happen. It's not going to change anything.
Like I said earlier, when we were off camera, we could go back and forth for hours on that, give it a long conversation. I mean, I feel like we went pretty deep into it then, but we could go on that for hours. But I will ask you boys, I'm going to start with you, Ryan, and we'll work our way down. We got Patriots, Seahawks, Super Bowl 60, picks, score prediction, give it to me.
I'm going to go Patriots 23-17. I do believe it's going to be a very heavily defensive game. I believe Sam Darnold's going to crumble under the pressure just a little. You saw that Minnesota, when he put in his first playoff game with Minnesota, he really crumbled under the pressure. We predicted Darnold to have 2 interceptions. Maybe he's going to have at least 1 interception from both one.
Wow, so we are seeing some turnovers.
Yeah, I'm seeing some turnovers, but Patriots,
wow, Patriot fan here saying Drake May is going to have some turnovers. Now, I said in my prediction video about a week and a half ago, we're coming to the Bay, that if Drake May has any turnovers, they're not winning the game. Same thing with the Broncos and Stidham. But if you have 0 turnovers and they win, you turn the ball over, you lose, and look what happened.
I also see Darnold.
I just don't see
severely
respectfully, I see Darnold coming back from his turnovers. I don't know that I see Drake in his second year being able to overcome that and have the memory loss it takes in the Super Bowl to overcome those turnovers. But that's just where I stand. But yeah.
But I'm still going to stay 23-17 Patriots.
I know he's Patriots fan. I expect this. Yeah, and I'm going to move to you now.
I would say 27-21 Patriots. And there's a little bias being a Patriots fan. I'd say yeah. But, I mean, I don't know a person that would not pick their team when they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you got to be a fan. I was just family the Broncos.
Yeah, a lot of people think the Patriots are going to get blown out. Patriots haven't got blown out all year. So I don't know why people think that would happen now. People are going to say it's because we played all easy teams, but played the Bills. We went competitive in both games, played the Buccaneers. I mean, they played plenty of teams that were considered good until we beat them. Yeah. Playoffs, people want to say that they're not good still. But the defense is what led them to blocking down C.J. Stroud, Justin Herbert. Broncos game, something else.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still the NFL.
Yeah.
Well, come on, buddy. You got to chill on me for a second.
But overall, I think the Patriots have great offense and a better defense. Seahawks also have great defense to them. Yeah. Sam Darnold, I guess. You don't know what type of Sam Darnold you're getting on that game. Stuff.
I mean, they're all fair points. I have faith in Darnold. I hope this is his coming out party to being in the big leagues, but, we'll find out shortly later. Caden.
I got Pats, obviously, 24-20.
24-20. I like that it's close.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. Even if Seattle wins, I think gonna be competitive either way.
Yep.
I do think if May does keep the ball, protected and well, they do win the game. But if he has his consistency, I don't know. We'll see. But I think keys to the game: Milton Williams and Barmore getting them there and carry it.
So, do you agree with me then that if May turns the ball over, he won't be able to overcome that, and that will be the cost of the game?
I mean, if he throws one pick, one fumble here, there, whatever, but we got a fumble, a pick,
defense has got to return.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, 24-20, that's my prediction. So I really, it's bad.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna stay consistent. My pick, thick and third, has been the Seattle Seahawks. I will be owing my boy Dom $100 if that happens. But you know what? We are here for what I think will happen. Score prediction wise, I toss and turn with these kind of things. I really don't know as we turn to NFL. It's been the most unpredictable season. I'm going to go 27-14 Seahawks.
Wow.
That's going to be my score prediction. I do want it to be a good game. I'm going to avid watch the NFL, obviously. I don't want to watch a blowout by any means, but I do hope for Super Bowl 60 the stage is, worthy of it. But that's our picks. Did I do everyone else or did I just do that for now?
You did this.
You're out. I think. Did I do everyone now? Everyone did their picks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or do you want to hop on?
I can hop on, yeah.
All right, let's do it. And then I'm going to hop into the 2026 Hall of Fame class.
Go.
Oh, I got points. All right, so there we go.
Super class.
You want? All right. Trust me, it's fair games. All right. Oric, you are not a diehard NFL fan, but you are a sports watcher, and you are entitled to your opinion. Who is your pick?
Yes, sir. Based off of what I've seen from the Patriots this year, lowest scoring team to make it to a Super Bowl ever, I think that is going to carry throughout the entire season, and the Super Bowl is going to end 17-14 with the boys in blue bringing it back to New England. Two scores. There are going to be 2 touchdowns and a field goal for New England.
Wow.
It is going to be everyone's going to be very, very scared to turn the ball over. I don't think Sam Darnold's going to throw more than 3 balls over 50 yards just with Big Butt the entire game. Wow. I don't think so. I think he's going to be so scared to turn the ball over. And I think same with Drake May too. He's going to do the same things. You're going to keep the ball short. Look back, Matt Collins out route. look for that Diggs route coming back onto the slant. Like,
Do we think either team's going to be too conservative?
Patriots to me.
and they can be very conservative at times with Ramondre Stevenson and running the ball with Henderson as well, going up the middle. It kind of feels like almost the Eagles at sometimes, where it's like not Ramondre, Henderson up the middle, Henderson up the middle, and then it's like, throw the ball to one of our 8 receivers that we literally throw it to. We diversify the ball very well. There's not really one.
You have no choice to.
We diversify the ball so well in that.
Especially for Henry not taking on that role that he had in previous years and even the beginning of the season. I mean, he's been rather dormantly the last few games. So, I think for sure they're going to have to spread the ball around in this game.
Of course, I agree.
For sure, off that point, as a Patriots fan, I don't know if you guys have heard me, but as a Patriots fan, every time Ramondre Stevenson has the ball in his hands, I fear he's sent off on the wood.
Yeah.
After that game against Pittsburgh, twice on the goal line, he fumbled it.
After week 4 and after those first 2 fumbling games, he has been he's been the most consistent running back for us. And his receiving game has grown so much too.
It takes
the amount they throw them out on the And it's as soon as he got that, he's actually been really good. Like, there's a reason why Henderson's not playing every day now. There's a reason why he's not starting.
Ramondre's not bad.
Ramondre's not bad.
No, by no means is he bad. He had a couple hiccups in the middle of the season. He's rebounded from them. He was a great back a year ago. I mean, he was started hot in his rookie year in the preseason. So I would never say Ramondre's a bad back. What I will say, though, is that I want to see the carries go up. I want a surplus for Travion. I didn't see him in the postseason as much as I feel that they should have. In the Super Bowl, you need to use your gadget foul.
I agree.
He is a momentum changer.
Like, exactly like the Tampa game, like, try to get Ramondre those outside routes to get the HV tosses back in there. Try to get on the outside. Like, I think that's honestly the big difference in this game is getting Henderson the ball on the outside.
I know this is a new regime in New England, but I think that what they need to do more than ever is I think that Josh McDaniels and Mike Vrabel need to be more comfortable and know that they've been in these situations before. Make that risky play call. Make that decision that you sit there and think that this can be something we talk about for 15 years online if that play call goes right. Same with the Philly moment. If you feel in that moment, do we call it? Call it. Because I'm worried, you guys brought this point up a second ago, that if we're too conservative, either team's not going to make that move and put the team over the top in this game. I mean, these are two teams that are so new to this right now.
What do you think of the wild card Efton Chiswick pass to Matt? Like that call?
I like that call, just like I like the flea flicker to Matt Collins. Those were both game-changing plays. They both iced the game for the other team.
I kind of disagree with your Henderson points. I think he rightfully was benched. I think he was trying to make the big plays when there was no reason to. He was missing easy holes that he had. He was just trying to bounce it outside every time. So I think Stevenson getting, I think it was like 24 carries compared to 3 for Henderson was rightfully earned by Henderson and Stevenson.
Do we have any different opinions around or?
Can't run on the outside when you don't have good tackles.
All right, so Xander's point is the O-line might be the issue.
Xander's point has been the O-line this whole entire trip.
I would agree. And he's not wrong. The O-line's been
He's a top 5 sacked quarterback in the NFL.
He is, yeah. So,
say Henderson's vision was the side. Thank you.
So Tucker's saying the ball vision, if you guys can't hear off the camera,
This pass pro too.
is not bad.
So
And that's about
Stevenson after week 3 has been really good, and it has to do with him running on the inside. He's very good on the inside. The interior, our interior O-line is pretty good.
Yep.
They've been amazing this year. Outside has been the issue. Will Campbell wasn't bad in the beginning of the season, but in the playoffs he struggled, and it's because he's facing these athletic guys.
Yep. We'll see. I think one of the biggest questions going forward, the whole narrative this week of the game is trade down going to be any sort of factor in the game? So we'll find out shortly. But do you want to move on to the 2026 Hall of Fame class? We got some opinions we want to talk about. So I guess Tuck and Xander come on, and then Ryan, you can stay if you have some opinion unless you have some too.
No, we're good.
All right. The 2026 Hall of Fame class that was announced tonight. Cardinals wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald, Panthers linebacker Luke Kuechly, Patriots Colt kicker Adam Vinatieri, 49ers running back Roger Craig, and Saints quarterback Drew Brees. So Ryan, start us off. What are our thoughts on the 2026 Hall of Fame class?
Everyone, except for Roger Craig, I do 100% believe that they deserve to be in the Hall of Fame class. I've never heard that guy in my life.
A lot of us in this room did not even know who Roger Craig was.
Family disclosure. Running back, I never heard of him. There's a couple people that I think should have made the class but didn't. I'll wait for later.
I guess I'll start with something that probably not people are going to mention here, but since I'm the Cowboys fan, I have to. Jason Witten missed out on the Hall of Fame as first ballot, and this was a very, very strong class. but I do think Jason Witten has the accolades and success to deserve it. I'll go into that more as we get into it.
Over Roger Craig.
Yeah, definitely with Roger Craig. So I'll talk more about that after. But generally, it was pretty good. But there's definitely, Bill Belichick's record. And
The biggest snubs, though. Those are
That's what I was going to mention was Kraft. Belichick.
those are off. Yeah.
Yeah, I think even what Tucker said, Jason Witten would have been a better candidate than Roger Craig. I mean, Jason Witten was a really good tight end, probably a top 3 tight end while he was in the league.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
About 10.
Yeah,
He's
so
hard.
different charts. Yeah, so I think complete BS that Kraft and Belichick didn't get in. I think Belichick should have got in over Kraft first.
Oh, for sure.
But-
He's the greatest coach of all time defensively and as a whole.
He has like the second most wins all time.
He is the biggest.
most Super Bowls, most playoff wins. Like, what other stats do these people need to?
My biggest thing is he has the biggest impact and fingerprint on football, period. It doesn't matter at what level you go to. You hear the comparison to Belichick and you pull roots of his style of play, coaching, leadership, everything. I mean, even in our elite classes, we have talked about Bill Belichick and the way he does that. So I think it's crazy. It's appalling, honestly, that he did not even get considered and that we have those scandals as a whole. But that's obviously something that's been covered in the media entirely. But I do want to introduce some of the potential 2027 eligible players and hear your guys' thoughts on that. Starting with running back Adrian Peterson, tight end Rob Gronkowski, quarterback Ben Roethlisberger, wide receiver Antonio Brown, Richard Sherman, and Luke Kuechly got in this year, so I'm not really sure. He's just still eligible. But yeah, so those are the big ones. Those are the big categories. Do we think that Antonio Brown actually is a first ballot Hall of Fame?
I think so. Can I start?
Go for it.
100%. I don't care what he did off the field. And he was on the field. He was the best receiver in football. Him and Julio back and forth every year. So in my opinion, top 5 most talented receiver ever. He was a game changer. I don't care what he did. He is. I think O.J. Simpson's in the Hall of Fame.
Yep, that is.
So why can't Antonio Brown
The juice is loose.
I'm gonna counter that. I feel like what happened to Bill Belichick this year was kind of what if played based on what happened outside of this scandal between Deflategate and Spygate. So if we're gonna be critical in that scenario, I don't think Antonio Brown is the first go on. It's valid Hall of Famer with all of the crazy shit that he does.
But I think we can all agree that that's stupid that he invented.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah, but the argument right now is, do you think they deserve it yourself?
Yeah, I think that he deserves it, but I don't think it's going to happen based on the way that the NFL.
But don't you think that if Antonio Brown makes it, it kind of sets the record straight of the legitimacy of the Hall of Fame still?
I guess so. I think it does, but it still doesn't change the fact that Bill Belichick was scuffed out at first down.
Maybe they learned from that this year. I know the committees received a lot of scrutiny because of it. So, I mean, that's fair to say there. Zabit?
I think clearly it looks like that they're not looking off of these primes. They're looking off of what you do for the football game even after your career. And I think Antonio Brown's not going to be first ballot because of that. And he might not even get in at all.
Ever.
I think his play, he deserves it 100%. But the person of what he's done after, OJ shouldn't be in it either. OJ should not be in the Hall of Fame either.
I would 100% agree with your point that he's like, I don't think he's done it. But I think he absolutely deserves it.
Do you think he deserves to be in, Xander?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he deserves to be in. His play deserves to be in. I think he's a terrible guy.
That's bullshit.
He's a terrible guy.
The fact that T.O. is still not in Hall of Fame. I mean, it took Shannon Sharp's brother, Sterling, so long to get in. I mean, the NFL Hall of Fame is something that really needs to be reevaluated in terms of criteria and how we get in. I mean, the Pro Bowl, as we see, has become an absolute shit show of a joke. So I really hope the NFL Hall of Fame does not become that as it's one of the most prestigious awards.
Please for Jason Witten.
Please do it. Please do.
So this not being upset. I know this is a strong class, but Jason Witten is a top 5 tight end of all time. I don't care what anyone says. A tight end is to be a security blanket. They're supposed to be a reliable person on the offense, and there wasn't anyone more reliable than Jason Witten. I remember this stat. I want to look it up to make sure it's right. In his 17-year career, he has missed one regular season game. One. And that was to a broken jaw. And he played games after that. Obviously, playing with a broken jaw is nuts. And he played games. He only missed one game for a broken jaw. He leads all the type of different stats. I mean, he's top 5 in pretty much every tight end stat you can imagine. He's got like 13,000 yards. I don't know how you can leave him out of the Hall of Fame. I hope he makes it in the next couple of years.
Oh, I feel like he should definitely make it.
I mean, the whole conversation with surrounding tight ends is become muddy and watery due to the whole Gronk versus Kelsey thing, which we all know who the greatest tight end of all time is. Gronk played that position to the best of it that could not play it. Jason Witten is one of those guys that when you think of the tight end, he checks every box of how the tight end position was played during the great era of football. So I don't think without a doubt he's going to be in the Hall of Fame. The matter of when is the true question.
I think Jason Witten would be number 2 over Kelsey. I would take Jason Witten over Kelsey.
If I was building a franchise, you got to think tight end is not. It's not what we've made it today in a great team of offenses. But
I think
is this a debate you want to have? Let's do it. I mean, I'm here
he's,
for it.
he's definitely not number 2.
Not 2. Okay, maybe not 2. That was the top 3. Do you?
No.
Which top 5 tight ends?
Right. I think Shannon Sharp's better. I think Tony Gonzalez is better. I think I would rather have Witten, but with his, I think you gotta do Kelsey just off of the achievable instead of Stung. I think maybe Witten can be 5. Like
I want him in the top 5.
I think Antonio Gates could be in there as well.
Well,
I think they were
Get the Cowboys
top
thing.
3. They were top 3 in the league. Gronk, Gates, and Witten when they were both at their peaks. They were that was the top 3, and I think Gates. I think
a lot of people forget about it. To be honest,
Antonio Gates is underrated. I think he's already in the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure he's made it last. I think he did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's over.
He's already in, but I don't even think Witten's getting in next year because Kraft and Belichick are 100% getting in next year after all this that's happened. And I think
you would think so. Yeah,
Gronk will get in next year.
Oh yeah, he's first ballot, no doubt.
Yeah,
and if he doesn't,
and I think
petition is made.
Eli Manning might get in next year.
Yeah,
I don't should never be over Jason Witten. Eli Manning.
Eli Manning.
Eli Manning has to.
Not over Jason Witten. Like I think Jason Witten's career, they're not going to do 2 tight ends in the same class.
It's not even that.
I'm not saying I'm saying he might miss it, but I think Jason Witten's career is way better than Eli Manning's.
No,
outside of 2 playoff runs,
I can't.
Eli Manning.
I can't stand Eli Manning. But he beat the GOAT twice, bro.
For other positions.
He beat the GOAT twice. I can't.
What can Jason Witten do?
He had 2 of the greatest playoff runs ever. I can't say this right now. That's blasphemy.
I was gonna say I do think that Jason deserves to be in it, but over Eli Manning, I don't know.
You won't see a bigger Eli Manning hater than me, and I can't.
I mean, Eli Manning has done some big things in his career. I mean, the 2 Super Bowls in itself, those 2 runs. I mean, he was a 9-17.
I guess I'm very hot to I think Eli Manning's not great.
When's Brady eligible?
Do you think he's a Hall of Fame?
He's Hall of very good.
Brady's 2 years.
Brady, but is Brady making for ballots?
Yeah, of course.
If he's not first ballot, then the Hall of Fame will just go by about it. It's already ridiculous. It's already ridiculous.
Last thing I'd say about Jason Witten, I just think up there with Gronk, he is the most complete tight end. Like his blocking. That's why
I said I would hold him in the top 5. Is pure ability to be a true tight end.
I don't know if I'd put it. For Witten, I'd probably put him at like 4.
Do you want to give your top 5?
Gronk. I have Kelsey is the most dynamic tight end of all time, but his blocking's not there, so I have a hard time putting him because that's such an important part of their role. It's so hard to stop. Gronk.
It's the beauty of podcasting.
I would say Shannon Sharp. I'd probably go Witten, Kelsey. Oh wait, no, my bad. Gronk, Gonzalez, Sharp, Witten, Kelsey.
That's a solid list. I think that would actually be similar to my top 5 to have.
I completely forgot about Gonzalez for a second about that.
Yeah, no, Tony Gonzalez for sure. Yeah. I think Xanon made up a great point though with Antonio Gates, and a lot of people would forget that he's there.
Yeah.
We do have a new guy in the back. Do you want to hop in? I see your highs on the Eli Manning tape. So if you want to hop in, someone press the hot take button.
No, bring him in.
Press it in.
Hold on, excuse me.
No,
You should keep Tucker in. Just Tucker at the hot take.
Tony is now here. He came in the background when Eli Manning tape was made. So Tony, I'm gonna ask you: are you on the Eli trade over Witten getting the Hall of Fame?
100%.
All right, and what?
Eli, well, first of all, quarterback is, you can subject this, but quarterback is a more skill-taking position, if you would.
Yeah.
So first of all, the fact that Eli already has a ring, Eli's teams were not like,
I was just saying.
they're not trained teams. Jason Witten, although great, loved his Madden card, 87 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. He's a great player. He revolutionized the sport. But I'd also put like Antonio Gates ahead of him. I thought Vernon Davis ahead of him.
Vernon Davis, nice one. Okay, good fold.
Vernon Davis is a good
Fought blatant bias is a rage.
So
I got Dennis Pitta.
even if we take away the two championships, which I think is hard to not do. So even if we take away the two championships, because that was Tucker said you can't exclusively do that because that's what makes quarterbacks.
Yeah, I'm just not taking that away.
But I think that Eli Manning's career at Otis, I mean, you can't deny that he was an impact maker. I mean,
I'd state there were times, but just outside of those two runs, he was very lackluster and a lot of
I agree with you.
yeah.
But I just think because of those 2 playoff runs.
in the circumstances they came from.
Yes, and he beat Tom Brady twice. I think he's in that. I think he's in there just because of that. I think he was very lackluster. He was all right, this is gonna it might just speak a lot. He was pretty mid. Yes, he was pretty mid. But those 2 playoff runs were legendary. I think
You're not crazy in saying that. A lot of people honestly do have the similar take to you. I made a clip last year with saying that. Very split comments. So
yeah, I think he has the same wins as losses. I'm pretty sure that's
he's a
500.
He's 500. He's a 500 quarterback. So the statement you just made is very, very clear.
Yeah.
Very.
I mean, he makes the argument that he didn't have a team around him, but he had Victor Cruz. He had a Victor Cruz for like the end of his career, like the middle to end. He had OBJ his last couple of years, but he did have Michael Strahan on the other side. Probably a top 5 defensive player ever. Yes, Michael Strahan. So I don't know. I also think, yeah, he definitely didn't have the teams, but his stats, his like touchdowns to interceptions, they were good.
Yeah.
But those playoff runs were legendary. Yeah. You can't take that away from us.
I think he's one of the hardest players to get off in life.
Eli Manning.
Yes,
He has such high peaks, but he has so bad.
Now a guy who never got a championship, Phillip Rivers.
I'd probably
Tony, no.
I probably put Eli Manning above to the Brewers.
Yeah, they're all very good. Realistic.
I think Phillip Rivers is better than Eli Manning, but
I think talent-wise he is, but Eli Manning accomplished the
things that
I also
go to work.
Yeah, it's such a different.
If Rivers ever,
appeals.
we will never know. It'll always be the what if.
I mean, he showed him the end of this season.
Now, before I ask for Tony's pick and sign off, I'm gonna ask you a question because I heard you say it earlier. Is Dak Prescott the greatest Dallas Cowboys quarterback of all time when it's all said?
Greatest? No. Best? Yes.
So, I want you to define that difference.
Because this is my defining. It's like Jerry Rice is the greatest wide receiver of all time, but in my opinion, Calvin Johnson is the best. I think on a field, if I could pick one wide receiver, I'd want Calvin Johnson.
So let me ask you this: is greatest being accolades, best being athletic ability on the field?
Accolades, legacy, what they accomplish, all of the above. Best is what they bring to the field one game.
Yes, skill-wise.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I had one game, if I had any Dallas quarterback, I would pick Dak. But if I'm going off their career, and obviously trade
Traigman, my best.
All right. And no.
it's straight and all the way around. I think. I think.
Traigman has like 200 less touchdowns than Dak in the same amount of games.
God, this is guys, athletes.
Look, he also had and it's stiff, but I think he's better throwing the ball. I think Dak crumbles. You can't say that he's better when Dak crumbles under the pressure. You can't. Dak's really bad in the playoffs, and he's had some great teams.
He's also playing Leroy Geezer the third. Like,
Okay, but is that even a real player? No. But I mean, didn't he face the Niners, the Cowboys? I don't know who they faced. Who did they face in the playoffs in the 90s? I think they faced the Niners.
They faced the Niners. They played the Bills. Steelers.
Actually, no, they didn't play the Niners because they're the same conference.
No, they played the Niners in like the conference championship.
Yeah, the conference. The postseason.
Yeah, the postseason. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, they had the whole 10-year span where they played.
They faced the Bills too.
Yeah,
and those Bills teams were good.
I'd say
They just couldn't get the job.
couldn't win, but they could win the whole damn thing.
Yeah, but they were good teams.
hot take, guys. Athletes are just better than word that Simpson.
So you're taking that.
For skill, for that argument, 100%. He's definitely going to lay a better ball. He's definitely going to run better. He's going to move in the pocket.
Yep.
Athletes are just so much different than they were back then. They were training with like rusty barbells, and we got like medicine we didn't even know about. How the heck did Patrick Mahomes come out of that game at the Super Bowl? I'll say it's just not the same game. Different athletes, different medicine, rehab. It's not the same. It's not a comparison.
Dak also in his playoff games has averaged 280 yards leading 3 touchdowns to game in every playoff game he's played.
Which are winning stats.
Huh?
Yeah, typically you have a.
Yeah,
Those are all garbage time stats though. They're like down by like 800 points.
There is not a single. There's very few playoff games he's been in where he's lost by more than like
2 squares.
He's
You can't call it garbage stats if he brings it back within threes. Like, you always bring up that Green Bay one. He brought us all the way back. Like, that game was close. Yeah. Like, we almost won. If we had one thing go our way, like,
I think garbage time stats are hard to apply when it's in the postseason, especially when you just have on the score. When you look at it, all of a sudden the score, if it comes back, then they're competing.
that's the game a lot of people talk about is Green Bay. Like, he put up all those numbers against Green Bay and still lost. We got down like 40.
And then we won't even get to the Niners game. I mean, the whole ending to that was, I mean, you already know it's bullshit.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. But I could pull up Troy and Dak's stats, and it's a blowout.
Yeah.
I mean,
we still got time left from Dak and Dallas, so
yeah.
for all we know, maybe one day in the future.
I think this is the first time we've actually had a legitimate coach. Like Jason Garrett and Mike McCarthy they're just.
And now they brought the new DC and Christian.
Now we got good coaches, young coaches. Like I like the Raj coach.
The defense will be on the brighter side. Now, before we sign off, Tony, I didn't get to ask you. So I'm going to ask you. Super Bowl 60. He's a Ravens fan. He's unbiased. Patriots versus Seahawks. Who are you picking? What's your score prediction? Give it to the people.
Actual score prediction, realistically, I think I gave Seahawks 23-17. But what do I want to happen? Go pass by a mill.
No.
So only because I'm with some Pats fans, so I'm not going to get hated.
I'm going to be that hater.
I'm
going to be that hater.
here for the good time.
Okay.
But however,
7.
if AJ Farner gets in the end zone this weekend, wins the game by a score of 23-17.
Now, I know we weren't supposed to be betting, but do we have any bets put in place as we head into
No, we do not have any bets. Nobody in this household does. Nobody going to work we need bet does.
Well, we've already broken rules on this trip, so it is what it is. We do. You're smiling. Do you want to lay the parlay down to people?
Yeah, 5 months.
The few bucks.
5 months.
So while he's looking that up, can I give the stats for Dak Detroit? Dak's got 100 more touchdowns than Troy Aikman, and he has 243 touchdowns to 92 interceptions. Troy Aikman has 165 touchdowns to 141 interceptions. It's 14 more touchdowns than he has interceptions. He had the greatest line of all time in MSC. He played 4 quarters and won the game. Done. Want to know what happened when Emmitt Smith held out? He lost the first 3 games. And they begged for Emmitt Smith to
go back. Charles Haley was about to kick everyone's ass.
And Emmitt Smith came back and they won that streak.
You haven't watched the Dallas Cowboys documentary, go do so.
I think you ask any other Cowboys fan, they'll say Aikman is better. I said he's the greatest. He's up there.
Nostalgia carries weight.
He's the best.
Ooh, that's a loaded statement.
I wasn't that.
I like it.
All right.
Give it to us. Prize picks.
Free Drake May half yard. Cooper Kupp for 15 yards. Kenneth Walker for 75 on the ground. With Stephon Diggs for 50. And now while you see this, Stephon Diggs is probably not getting 50, but he's pretty money. The game script. Seahawks are winning. Patriots have to throw the ball a lot to get up the field. So I'm just playing to that. Kenneth Walker on the ground. Eat up clock, low scoring game, get 75. Hopefully, what that looks like. Cooper Kupp for 15. He's gonna get 15. Y'all, please quote me on that. And Stephon Diggs needs to catch a big game ball or two, 50 yards, and that's how the bet's gonna go. Right. San Francisco's expensive, y'all.
It is. I have a full disclosure as we close off this episode. Your boy is how it broke. So Jim Stark, Bear Bells, Cowshy, whoever else we tag in every post.
Chipotle.
So if I have to start to. Please, the steak was great. Please come give your boy a bag in monetization. I need it. I dropped $500-$600 on merchandise. My pockets are empty. Everyone in this room is damn near broke. One of our boys' ankles are getting amputated this week. We've got a couple days of work. We got the Super Bowl game on Sunday. It is a beautiful week to be in San Francisco. The Bay Area is gorgeous, really. I mean, it's amazing. This Airbnb is awesome. Nichols College, thank you. God bless you for letting us have this opportunity. This has been a damn dream that you just checked off all of our bucket lists. And what better way to celebrate it than with a special Turf Talk episode with all the boys from Nichols College, sharing our thoughts, sharing our hot takes, which honestly didn't get as heated as I thought. We got pretty more heated before we were on camera, which is fine. But nonetheless, it was great. I want to thank you guys for doing this. Hope you guys liked it. And without further ado, boys, we'll be back next Tuesday, when I get back from this trip for episode 67, if I'm not wrong. For all three of us, we'll be back together in the studio. Don't do it. Don't do it. No one do it. Shit. Without further ado, we will see you next week. Join the huddle and join the talk with the Turf Talk Podcast.
Patrick Ricard, I love you.
No, don't plug.
I love you, Patrick
Don't plug.
Ricard.
Let's
Shout out,
ride.
Pat.
Let's ride.
Patrick Pat.
No.